Let's hit the high road. Let's hit the high road. It's the first touch, strong connection. It lays deep in your soul. Feel the kindness strongly coming, 'cause you can achieve your goal. Let's hit the
Hi, it's Nancy Yearout, and welcome to High Road to Humanity. And I have a super lady here today. Elina Allais is here today, and welcome to the High Road.
Hi, thank you for having me, Nancy.
I'm excited that you're here. Now, you started to tell me before the show where you're located. So tell everybody where you're at.
So I'm in Estonia, and it's a tiny country in Northern Europe near Finland and Sweden.
Okay.
Yes,
I
a
love it.
very enchanting country. We have northern lights and this
Oh,
cold, snowy climate.
okay. So you are you in the winter climate right now?
Yes,
Like
yes.
we are? Okay. Yeah, it's raining here in Connecticut. It's
Okay.
a rainy day. Listen, you guys,
Mhm,
she is a crystal person. She has written this book, Crystals for Your Inner Goddess. She's going to talk about the crystals today. And she's
mhm,
going to talk about the power of the crystals. But you know what? I was so taken back by this and what you have to say in here. I just want to read this to the audience quickly so they get an idea of what we're going to be talking about today. So I just took a passage that I think is really cool that you guys would want to
yes.
hear. So, awakening your inner goddess is like the blossoming of a beautiful flower. You cannot rush this process. It will happen naturally when the time is right. Just like the lotus flower, a symbol of purity, peace, and spiritual awakening, you too can rise from the mud and bloom into a beautiful goddess. Always remember that you have the power within you to rise above suffering and reach a higher state of consciousness. And we all have that power within us to do this. Yeah.
Yes,
We
thank you for
do.
reading this.
That's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Her book is really cool. I'm a rock person. I'm a crystal person. I told her before the show, and we're going to talk about different um, crystals and the power of the crystals. Before I get into it and read her bio, I have to mention November 26th, my book will be out. It's in the warehouse. They sent me a text that said it's in the warehouse. So pick it up. It's a guide to angel communication and spiritual laws. I really like the cover. I'm really proud of it. It's a short read, but a powerful one. And I've got a lot of good information in here, how to connect to your own guardian angel, you guys. And there's messages from Archangel Gabriel that I put in here also, Elena, at the end for
Mhm.
humanity. So really good information. Also, you can still pick up my other book, Wake Up, The Universe is Speaking to You. And the other thing I want to say before we get into the crystals is I put together an empath class, you guys, and it's going to be December the 7th, and it's going to be live online with me because I'm an empath. And there's a lot of us out there. And I know the empaths really need some help right now. So if you want to check that out, go to psychicforhumanity.com. Don't go to nancyyearout.com because it's not there. Go to psychicforhumanity.com. Okay, now I want to get into this book and I'm going to read a little bit about you, Elena. And you're a crystal healer and you're also a writer. And I just want to say before I even read this, your energy is super strong because I'm an empath. And
Wow, thank you.
I am really okay. And I'm getting ringing in my ears where I don't often get that.
Interesting.
Yes, I'm getting ringing in my right ear. And you know,
Hmm.
I just want to say that your powerful energy, it's and I'm picking it up. But she has written articles about crystal spirituality, personal growth. She's inspired readers all over the world, and she's also the author of an ebook, The Inspiring Stories of 33 Crystals. We'll have to check that out, you guys. So, from the moment Elena became acquainted with the world of crystals, it was love at first sight. But I want to hear your story. I want you to tell us, how did this all come about?
Around 7 years ago, I was on a holiday in Thailand, and I took a Reiki course. And after that, I felt like kind of a spiritual portal opened up, and all these These spiritual topics started pouring into my life, and I felt this strange pull towards crystals,
Mm.
almost like I had a past life connection or something. I just felt really drawn to them. I knew it was my thing.
That's good.
Yeah,
What's the
yeah.
first crystal that you did you like go to the crystal store or did someone give you a crystal or how did it?
Yes, I got a moonstone, rainbow moonstone bracelet for my 30th birthday, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And that's interesting that you would bring that up. So this week I'm in Connecticut and I just moved here recently and there's a beach I went to in Rhode Island. It's close and it's called Moonstone Beach.
Wow.
So I go onto the beach and I was going to ask you this question because this is a moonstone. I'm going to pull out a moonstone and
Wow.
this is a polished moonstone. But what I picked up on the beach, they're not polished, but I don't know if they're like this one's more iridescent, but I wasn't sure if they're moonstones or not. But they're hundreds of rocks, thousands, let me
Mhm.
just say thousands of
Yes.
rock on Moonstone Beach. And I'm trying to figure out if I have one or not. So anyway, but there's all different rocks, and it was like so cool because you could sort through them all. But talk about the moonstone. What does that bring to us when we have a moonstone and we hold it in our hands? What are the energies, I guess, of the moonstone?
Uh, it is a very feminine stone. It has this nurturing, very soothing energy, and it's good for those who are carrying a child, for fertility, and all these for connecting with our inner feminine, with the divine goddess within ourselves. So yes, Moonstone also enhances intuition and psychic abilities,
Okay.
and intuition, magic, creativity,
Okay.
all these feminine qualities within ourselves.
Yeah. And through this book, I just want to say you talk about the stones. You say crystals. Well, let me just say this. Your inner goddess is deep within you, waiting to be born or waiting to bloom. And you say that in the book, but you also mentioned that crystals hold a powerful life force energy. Are you feeling like you're using the crystals to really bring out that our true selves, I guess is what I want to say. You're calling it the inner goddess. Is it our true selves or is it the goddess?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. I mean, our higher selves, our
Yeah.
this part of ourselves that's connected to the divine, divine spark within our souls.
Right.
Yes, yes.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, I love it. Well, talk about how did you decide what crystals to put into this book? Because there's so
Um,
many. I mean, how did you narrow it down actually?
mm, I just chose the ones that were somehow calling to me. I somehow felt a certain that these ones had a certain message to that I could channel to the world.
Hmm.
That at this given time, these specific stones had a message, and I wanted to share it with the world.
I love
Yes.
it. No, and
Yeah.
when just so you guys know, so she has the stone in the picture. This is just hematite that I opened too. But then she gives a crystal ritual for balance and stability. And I really like that because it's a brief meditation, but it's powerful because you say, and I want you to expand upon this, the crystals speed up our spiritual growth.
Yes. True.
Okay, okay.
So, yes, so I believe that crystals can help us connect with with our own higher selves. I call it our inner goddess, and they can just bring out the best version of ourselves by uh, by connecting us to these higher vibrations of love and light.
Mhm.
And so basically, um, we can all choose to vibrate on these higher energetic vibrations, but everyday life can get so overwhelming and so upsetting that we just sometimes we show up as the worst version of ourselves. But what crystals can do is they can just help us um, show up as this um, as this divine goddess
Right.
or the best version of ourselves. And yes, I believe that they can calm our minds. They can relax us and make us feel more confident and more empowered.
I like that. Well,
Yes.
I had a girl on the show a couple days ago, and she had this what is it, agate? Is it orange agate? Is that what this
Um,
is?
it seems like actually like a carnelian for
Carnelia.
me,
Okay.
but I'm not.
It's for protection, she said.
Yes. Mhm,
Yeah.
yes.
So ever since I saw that, I've been walking around with this
Yeah.
stone. Now, I didn't think like I'm not worried about anything, but
Mhm.
apparently I needed it because I've been carrying it with me. It's really strange. Isn't it it's interesting how you're attracted to a certain stone and you're intuitively know that you need it. You know what I
Yes,
mean? Yeah, that's what
that's
I'm trying
so
to get
true.
across.
That's so true. Yes, yes, and that's also what I always suggest people do is to trust their own gut feeling when choosing crystals, because I believe that everyone knows. We all have this intuition that can help us stay on the right path in our lives and make the right choices for ourselves.
Yeah, I think so. Well, and is there a certain crystal that you'd like to talk about that's in the book? Something, one that you,
Mm, for instance, well, right now I have a Labradorite that I'm
that's what you're
holding in my
right.
hand. Yes,
Yes. Yes.
and I love it. I just love how Labradorite kind of helps to see to bring out clarity in messy situations, like when you're feeling confused about something in your life, or when those who are at a crossroads and have to make a tough decision, then Labradorite can really, it can kind of cut through all this confusion.
I'm
Like
so glad you're talking
yeah.
about this. I've got one here in my hand. This sits on my desk.
That's so
So this
weird.
is, yeah. So
Coincidence.
coincidentally. So
Yeah.
does this is for if I'm at a crossroads and I don't know which direction.
Yes, exactly. Yes, because Labradorite has this display of colors under the surface,
Yeah.
almost like northern lights.
Yeah.
And these colors, they are kind of like the divine, the divine
Mhm.
light, bringing light into the darkness. So kind of like showing us the path. And
Okay.
showing us the right direction. And also, so it can also help to detect lies if someone is lying to you.
Oh,
And
there's
you hold the Labradorite in your hands. It can get very hot, and then maybe perhaps the other person isn't telling the truth.
I see. I see. Well, as an
Yeah,
empath, I know anyway.
yeah, yeah, that's good. Yes.
But yeah, no,
Thank you.
my dad's not no longer with me,
Yeah.
but he bought me this at a rock show and I just keep it by my computer. And then it's just something that I love. I actually have earrings, Labradorite earrings, because I think,
Wow.
yeah, talk
Yes.
about wearing. Yeah, because when I started to realize the power of these stones, this is a stone that I did by the earrings because I thought, and I want you to talk to the audience about this, if I had them on, then it would be, I don't know, closer to my heart, closer to me. I can't walk around with a rock all the time. I have some in my
Yeah.
purse, but what do you think? I mean, do you recommend that people wear the stones and things?
Yes, yes. At least that's my favorite way of working with crystals because, like, when I wear them as bracelets or pendants or earrings, I really feel their energy on my body. Like, um, it's. I feel like it's more effective in a way because then there you have this contact all the time,
Mm.
and they can really like gradually, slowly, and gently work with your own energy. But crystals are never forceful, or they are never like aggressive. So that's a good thing. They are always very gentle and
I'm getting
very.
hot. It's getting really hot over here because I picked this up and I started holding it. So I'll put it over here. I'll put it back. Oh God, that's something. And I want to ask you this. It's hard
Yeah.
for me to go into because I'm an empath, and I bet a lot of people have this, and I want to know if you do too. I go into a rock store and it's overwhelming. A crystals
Yeah.
to look at the crystals. I mean, it's overwhelming. Have
Yes.
you have that same issue? I mean, it calms down after a while, but it's like, wow, it's the energy level is just amazing.
Yes, I know it's yes, but I always feel like certain crystals are calling to me, and so, like I know which ones to get every
Right.
single time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there, so you put all of these in here and you put a little meditation with each of these. So I would imagine you sat with each rock and created each meditation.
Yes,
You did
yes,
that?
that's true. Yes.
Yeah. And that this was divinely guided by spirit, you say?
Yes, I want it to be as like pure or as yes, as I wanted to be a channel basically, not like I not to do anything, but just to like channel these
Mhm.
rituals and meditations.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes,
They know more than we do.
exactly. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. I feel
yes,
that same way. Yes, that's what, yeah, exactly.
yes.
Well, let me see what else. There's some rocks I wanted to ask you about. No, I wrote down black tourmaline because it's also a protective stone. But what are some of the
Yes.
other properties of black tourmaline?
Yes, black tourmaline is definitely one of the best crystals for energy protection. So especially for those who are sensitive or empaths, so because we tend to absorb negative energies from our surroundings, and this can all affect our health and well-being. So it's super important to protect our energy, and crystals can really surround us with this powerful shield of protection.
No,
And yes,
well, no, I just wanted to ask you, as you're talking, I'm just curious. I don't want to interrupt you, but
yes.
so what do you think? Does the energy bounce off of it or does it absorb the negative energy?
Um,
You know what I mean?
I think a little bit of both, maybe in a way, because we do need to cleanse crystals because they do absorb these energies. Like I feel that it is important to cleanse all crystals, maybe except selenite, because selenite has
Yeah,
this
that's the
super
one.
pure energy. But yes, other crystals we should place under the full moon or so any other method of cleansing, because they do absorb somewhat our negative energies, or those who wear them for illness or disease, that might really, uh,
Okay.
like crystals might absorb that, I feel.
Is there another way besides, and I've heard not to use salt.
Yes, I don't actually use
You
that
don't use salt?
method.
Yeah.
My favorite method is full moon, and I every full moon I do it. I
You take
place
them
salt.
out,
Oh,
just put them out there in the full
yes,
moon. Yeah.
yeah. It should be like a natural surface, if possible, like a rock or whatever, any or wooden surface, and yeah, just place them straight under the rays of the full moon, and also always remember to set an intention, because full moon can help to manifest our dreams and heart's desires. So we can set an intention for each crystal, like anything we wish to attract into our lives, true love or abundance or health, a
Yeah, it
career.
amplifies. Yeah,
Yes,
it
yes,
amplifies. Well, you
yes,
have a really cool, you have a where you put, let's see, where you put the in a grid, you create a crystal grid.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And you say set the intention. I thought that's really cool, you guys. So she does have it in the book. And I'm gonna see if I can find it really quick. Where you put them in a grid. I'm gonna do this. I was like, oh, I'm gonna
Yes.
do this. And then you set the intention. And so anyway, she has step by step how to do it. And so and you see it's the power of the crystals in the sacred geometry.
Exactly, yes, because that kind of amplifies the power of crystals. And so together, this is like the supercharged
I'm going
effect.
for it.
And for like my favorite times of the year to do this are solstices, like summer solstice, winter solstice, which is coming up in a month, I guess,
Right.
or depending on yeah which hemisphere you live, but yes,
Yeah.
winter or summer solstice.
So winter, I think it's the
Yeah.
21st of December. It's the first day of
Yes, yes,
winter. Yeah.
yes,
Okay. All right.
yes.
Thank you. Gosh, you're really educating us. I appreciate I know the audience does too. Now, I want to ask you, this is just one that I have a sunstone necklace.
Mhm.
And I
Yes.
have it because somebody said, "Oh, you need this. It would be good for you." I think she was a Reiki girl that came on my show. And I
Mhm.
was like, "Okay." And but what are the properties of sunstone? I guess I want to know.
Well, sunstone has this incredibly uplifting energy. It's like this um booster, I would say. So if you need like a quick pick me up or a boost of energy and confidence, then sunstone is definitely the crystal to turn to, because it can really like cheer you up and make you feel like this confident and like amazing. You feel amazing, confident, powerful, the best version of yourself, basically.
Love it. All right, I'm going to put the
Yeah.
necklace back on.
Yes.
I was wearing it for a while, and and here's the other thing, and I want to mention this. I don't know, but I just want to talk about because these stones have energy, okay, and we're
Yes.
energetic beings. Well, my daughter and I had gone to Sedona, and I
Mhm.
had that necklace on, that sunstone, and she said, "Mom, I
Yes.
really like that. Can I wear it?" And I said, "Yeah." So I took it off and I put it on her. And it went from my energy to her energy, and I didn't even think about it. And she got sick right away.
Whoa, wow.
Right. But it was a learning experience because I didn't realize that you can't do that. You can't wear something like that without cleansing it and hand it to
Mhm.
somebody else. And it was kind of like a shocking thing that the energy was that strong and she's more, you know, timid. You see what I mean? Have you seen that or before? Because it's really interesting. Maybe that's why it's really interesting that we clear
Um,
stones. You know what I mean?
mm, well, yeah, I haven't given my bracelets to anyone else, so I wouldn't. I don't really have such an experience,
Yeah,
but
it was weird.
it's super interesting, actually. Good to know for me. Like,
Yeah. Well, and so I'll never do that
yes,
again. I will never
yes,
take, she was my daughter. So I thought, oh, you know how? I was like, oh, yeah, you want to wear
yes,
it?
of
Go ahead.
course.
But no, 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 you can't do that. It doesn't work that
But
way.
it makes sense, I guess, because everyone's energy is so different, like their own, yeah, blueprint almost. Like,
Right,
yeah.
right. Okay. Well, I also wrote down Soul Delight.
Yes, that's for intuition and
It's for intuition.
yeah, and third eye, like opening
Oh,
third.
okay. All right. I wondered, is there some more stones that you want to talk about that are near and dear to your heart?
Um, well, I kind of love them all. I feel like everyone has this, like they are conscious, like living beings, like they really have their own personality.
Mhm.
It's like I get, like feel an affection towards them.
No,
Yes.
it's true. That's true. I feel the same way. Well, that's how I felt when I went to Moonstone Beach the other day, and there were all these
Hmm.
rocks, all these
Hmm.
beautiful, and you just
Yes.
want to pick them all up. And then I tried not to take too many, but then you bring them home, and I have so many rocks. I bet you have
Hmm. I
thousands.
do. Yeah, by now I
And
do.
you're like, what am I going to do with all these rocks? But you love them all.
Exactly.
I
Yes.
know. It's great. It's
Yes.
great. So what's the reaction been from the book? I want to know. I'm sure you've had wonderful reviews and really good reaction to this. It's a beautiful book, by the way.
Yes, actually, I have so far, I've only had positive feedback, like super positive feedback. It seems like people feel like this book is more heart based. Like it's definitely not like an average guidebook or something like that. It's more this heart-led
Mhm.
connection with crystals, and I guess what makes it stand out from other books about crystal healing is this women empowerment message. So, of course, I have I really felt like it was somehow my calling to share this message that every woman is amazing, that I really want each woman to know how amazing she is and that she's got the power to make her dreams come true. And that's also, yeah, I got feedback from people that they feel that this book has actually inspired them to chase some of their dreams or maybe make some positive changes in their life and just maybe even given them the guidance or support that they're not alone when they are facing challenges
Yeah.
or feeling lost and lonely.
Mhm. I agree. I
Yes.
agree. It's all about connection. It's all about connecting
Yes.
back to spirit and connecting back to the earth energies. And that's something that
Yes.
you say too. I wrote this down because when you say crystals hold a powerful life force energy of Mother Earth, and that's something I want to talk about this a minute. You
Mhm.
know, I connect and bring in the light, and I teach the audience that, and I connect to Mother Earth. But the thing
Mhm.
is, a lot of people don't connect to the earth at all,
Yes, true.
at all. And we've lost that. And that's another thing that you're really bringing back in this book because we need to have this. I did my cards this morning and I got base chakra, but it was the opposite. It's like I need to ground. I was like, woo, way
Yeah,
out
me
of my body.
too.
Yeah.
Me too. Actually, yes, grounding is, I feel like it's so underestimated. And for me as well, like I struggle with that. But
Mhm.
yes, there are so many ways actually. We can walk barefoot in the summer or but crystals can definitely ground us. The earthy ones, the dark colored ones are really good for grounding.
Can you give a couple examples just so I know
Yes,
the audience knows what?
smoky quartz, bronzite, the black ones like onyx or shungite.
Okay.
Mm,
Shungai is good.
yes, yes, this is also one of my favorite ones.
Hmm.
Yes, and yes, maybe, and of course the green ones like jade and malachite
What
and
is this one? Is the
looks like fluorite.
fluorite.
Doesn't
Okay.
it? Yeah.
Yes, it's fluorite. No, I remember. What is good for fluorite? I have my little rocks in here.
Yes.
I do my meditation in the morning and I have my rocks. I'll show you. I have my bowl of rocks.
Wow. Wow, that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I have them all. But that's
Wow.
what I bet you do that too, don't you?
I do, I do. Actually, I pick out two or three crystals for each day, and I
Okay.
like, yeah.
Okay. So tell me what is fluorite good for?
Fluoride, I think it purifies our energies
Oh,
from if there is something shady, something weird in our energetic field, it really purifies the energy and it brings clarity and this peace of mind and clear vision,
clear vision.
direction.
Oh, I need that. So let
And
me ask you this. This is kind of a silly question, but it's honest. So when I feel like I need a crystal, like I did the other day, and I had
yeah.
this in my pocket, or maybe today I'll put this one. Stick them in my pocket. Is that cool? Is that, or are you supposed to?
Yes, actually.
I mean, I don't have time to hold, but I'll put it in my pocket.
Yes,
With
yes, that's totally. I think this. it works just as well.
I mean,
Yes,
you can meditate with it and you do the cool meditations, but then
yes,
I don't know, just carrying it with me, maybe it just makes me feel better. They're comforting, aren't they?
yes, yes. Soothing and calming, and
Yes.
yes.
Yes. And
And also, even just looking at their colors can be like really boosting our moods when we feel down or depressed.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, you can do that. So what is next for you? And what do you do? And like, do you do crystal healings? Can people contact you? Talk about yourself here.
Yes, so I want to launch launch my own website and start to offer like online coaching and this online Reiki combined with crystal, like Reiki crystal healing sessions. I
Mhm.
haven't started it yet because so far I've been practicing uh, here on my friends
I
and
love it.
myself. I want to just make sure that I'm really like, so they say that you should, that I mean, practice on yourself to be like really pure channel, to really let go of this need to do something, because oftentimes we tend to control things, and in energy healing we shouldn't actually. The best healers don't do anything, I think.
They just run the
Exactly,
energy.
yes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, so that's what I want to make sure that I am this clear channel before I start practicing on others, but now I finally feel that I'm ready. So yes.
I love that. That's awesome. Well, and I really believe in the crystals and I believe in the healing, of course, with the energy, and they just
Yeah.
enhance, the energy center. So I think that's fantastic. I'm so excited that you joined us today. I hope you will come back. Do you have another book that you're going to put out? Or are you just going to work on your healing? Is that
Um,
what you're doing?
I have an idea for a book. Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes,
Cool.
yeah,
Don't
just
tell
an
me.
idea,
Keep it to
just an idea.
yourself.
Yes, and yes, but yes. So, if anyone would like to find me, you can search for Crystal Poems. That's my Facebook page.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Crystal
So
Path.
that I started that page like 7 years ago, and I started writing poems about crystals. So
Oh my
that's
gosh.
yes.
Oh my gosh. That's beautiful.
So
And so
yes,
we can go to Crystal Poems on your Facebook
yes,
and find, and can we read some of them?
yes, yes. There are many many poems about specific crystals,
Oh my God. What a
and
connection. What do you think? Not to get too personal or anything,
yeah.
but what do you think your connection is? Do you think you did this before? Do you think you were a healer before in another lifetime? Do you believe in
I
reincarnation?
do actually. Someone Um, a woman who owns some crystal stores in the US told me that she saw that I have a past life connection to ancient Egypt, and I've worked with crystals in temples and and perhaps even in Atlantis. I don't know, I just feel like this all this Atlantis, these myths, it's very like I feel every time I feel this some kind of like I get chills, and it's like I somehow it speaks to me like I've been there, or I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think it's fantastic. Well, I'm really excited that you joined us today. You guys, her book is Crystals for Your Inner Goddess, and it's Elina, it's Elina, and her last name is Allais. Elise, is that Elise? Is that
Uh,
proper? Okay.
Allies, allies,
Allies, Allies.
and that's also actually yes, that's my Instagram as well, Elina
Is
Allais.
this you? Is this you on the
It
cover?
is, yes,
It's
yes, yes,
beautiful.
I have it
I was
here.
going to ask you.
So, yes,
I'm like, is
yes,
that her? It is
it
you.
is. And the background is actually Estonian nature, like very this mystical forest background, like early
Fabulous.
summer morning, enchanted forest.
Who took the picture? Can I ask?
Yes, it's my life partner, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
All
he
right. Well,
took it.
beautiful. It's
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful. And you look fabulous and you
His
look
name
so
is,
at peace. You look happy and in at peace in this book.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to leave us with today before we get out of here?
So, yes, Crystals for Inner Goddess is available on Amazon, Kindle, Barnes and Noble, and at your favorite bookshop. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a good one. And thank you for coming on the show and thanks for writing this. Thanks for putting this together. You can tell it comes from the heart and you can feel it
Thank
through this.
you.
So bless you.
Thank you. And congratulations on your upcoming book.
Thank you. All right, you guys. Yeah, you're gonna have to check it out. A Guide to Angel Communication and Spiritual Law. Okay, we're gonna get out of here
Yes.
for today. I hope everybody has a fabulous week. Everyone take care and God bless.